Boy, what a day that I had. I experienced something, or I realized something very powerful today. I've been doing my rooting ritual for many months now, and it's really allowed me to connect to myself and release feelings that are uncomfortable and receive or be open to the feelings that I want to have. And today I did a 3-part or 4-part series to a podcast. We recorded back to back, and it took a little while. And I talked a lot about, because it was for the podcast Caretaker's Journey podcast. It'll be coming out in September. I'm super excited about it because it talks about a lot of the things that I work with my clients, working with that invisible grief, acknowledging the invisible grief, acknowledging the emotions that we get stuck. And so I just, I did all of that. And it's a trigger to me as well, because I talk about my own loss. I talk about my own invisible losses. And I'm sorry, my dog is leaving my yard, and so I need to get him. Okay, so it was a trigger to my own emotions and my own losses. And I did all of that back to back. And then after I finished, I only had a few minutes. So I got some more water, got a quick bite to eat, which, yes, is my self-care as well. We need to make sure we're eating and staying hydrated. But I didn't release those emotions that came up during that triggering those emotions that I may have been feeling, with the losses that I've had. And I was drained. I was emotionally drained. And I had to hop on a call with a client. And during that call, I felt like I was not connected to my client like I should be. And I recognized that I should have done my rooting ritual in between those two, but I didn't. And so I was not connected as well as I should have been. I felt exhausted. And those are all that's our nervous system. That's my nervous system telling me things that I should have been more aware of. And so when I ended that call with a client, I, got ready real quick and I went to my exercise class. And when I went, I did part of my rooting ritual while I was going. I did some deep breaths. I released any of the stuck emotions that I was having from that call. And I opened myself up to receive the joy of being involved in this class. And when I got to that class, it is a movement class with loud music. And so because I've done the work of releasing emotions and doing a lot of work around the thoughts that go around the invisible griefs and all the other thoughts that I have, I was able to release those thoughts too during my drive. And so my mind was already getting regulated. And so I was able to regulate my nervous system pretty quickly with that movement. Because if our nervous system, a lot of times what happens when women don't do both the thought work and the physical nervous system regulation, if you don't do them together, your nervous system stays stuck and says that receiving joy is unsafe. And so it stays in that heightened position. But because I've been able to do my work around this, I was able to release the beliefs, release any stuck negative, lower feelings, and receive that joy. So when I came out of that class, I was feeling awesome. I felt, open. I came out, the sun hit my face. I was already smiling, so that sun hit my face and I felt even more joy. I felt that my smile widened. My shoulders were back, and I was ready to receive anything that came my way tonight, and I was able to, come home and enjoy, the things that I do at home. So doing the work of the mind work and nervous system regulation is the key to having a more joyful life.